is tailed out to last. Space Cash in charge, racing up the hill at the 1400 by length and a half. Tarn Purlane on the outside of Maximal. Close up behind the Oracle, followed by Captain Moonlight, getting over onto the fence. A length further back, Suggestive, followed by Joe Gar and Silver Glade. Racing up the hill, 1,250 metres left to go, and Space Cash in charge, about a length and a half clear of Oracle, who's moved up to be second, and they're closely followed a bit further back by Maximal on the inside of Tarn Purlane. A length and a half then to Captain Moonlight. 2 lengths Suggestive on the outside of Joe Gar, and 2 lengths away at the back of the field is Silver Glade. They're on the railway side, just over 1,000 metres out in the leader. Space Cash, a couple of lengths to Oracle. A length and a half then Maximal on the inside of Tarn Purlane. 2 lengths further back to Captain Moonlight, followed by Joe Gar. Suggestive is next to last, and Silver Glade is last of all. As they race down with 850 metres left to travel. Space Cash doing it well. Led about 2 lengths to Oracle. A length and a half to Maximal on the inside of Tarn Purlane. Captain Moonlight in behind them, followed by Joe Gar. Silver Glade commencing to make ground, and Suggestive is tailed out to last. That's the order near the 600 metre mark, and still Space Cash a half length in advance of Oracle. Tarn Purlane is close handy, followed by Captain Moonlight, pull to the outside, running on. Maximal in behind them, followed by Joe Gar, Silver Glade and Suggestive as they're making the home turn, where Tarn Purlane has gone very fast up on the outside to tackle Oracle, and Captain Moonlight deeper on the track as they straight up. Space Cash is still there on the rails, 350 metres out now, and Tarn Purlane takes the lead. Silver Glade is rattling home down the outside with a big run, could be the danger. Very wide on the track, Silver Glade is coming after Tarn Purlane and Captain Moonlight, and Joe Gar getting a run through on the inside, finishing very fast. Silver Glade in front, close to home. Silver Glade too strong. Silver Glade wins it well from Joe Gar. Tarn Purlane third. Then Captain Moonlight, followed by Maximal and Space Cash, and behind them Oracle. And the last home is Suggestive. Drifting out on the track, but too good for them, Silver Glade. Beaten narrowly here last time out by Katana, and ridden quietly at the back of the field. He started to make ground after they'd passed the 600 metre mark, and although drifting out on the track, Joe Gar finishing very fast along the inside there, as you see. Tarn Purlane not going on with the job. Captain Moonlight obviously in need of the run. He'll improve on that considerably, I feel, Captain Moonlight, but it's Silver Glade in the Autumn Classic, the Caulfield Autumn Classic, drawing away on the line for a good win over Joe Gar, with Tarn Purlane in third place. And the winner, number 2, Silver Glade, Darren Gauci. A 3-year-old grey gelding by Ken Mayer out of High Glow, raced by Miss H.E. Gadsden, trained by Tony Vassal here at the track, and will pay $4.60 and $1.50, defeats number 4, Joe Gar. Good run, Joe Gar, ridden by Vlad Jurek at $2.70 and 1/3 Tarn Purlane, ridden by Danny Brereton at $1 in the Caulfield Autumn Classic, the main race here at the Heath this afternoon. Placings are 2 Silver Glade first, 4 Joe Gar second, and 1 Tarn Purlane third, and I say that Captain Moonlight will improve considerably on that run here this afternoon as we leave you, and back with the 7th on the card coming up next, the Hyperno Handicap at $4.25.
Thank you, John. Caloundra race 5.
Good line, first out Space Cash near the inside, Tarn Purlane away quickly with Oracle on the outside, Captain Moonlight Maximal, then Suggestive, Joe Gar, last of all is Silver Glade. In this order they go to the 1,400 metre mark, and it's Space Cash by a length of the favourite Tarn Purlane, the rider trying to get it to come back underneath him. Maximal goes up on the inside, and Oracle is caught out 3 deep and going forward, 1 to Captain Moonlight, a length Suggestive on the inside, Joe Gar, and 1.5 Silver Glade. In this order they head up towards the 1,200 metre mark, and the leader was Space Cash. A length and a half in front of Oracle, 1 away Maximal on the inside of Tarn Purlane, a little over a length Captain Moonlight, and the pace is not all that good. Then Suggestive on the inside, Joe Gar, 2.5, last of all is Silver Glade. Down the hill they come now, 1,100 metres out, and Space Cash out by 2.5 to Oracle, 1.5 Maximal, a neck around it Tarn Purlane, a length and a half then comes Captain Moonlight, Joe Gar the inside, Suggestive, and still 2 last of all is Silver Glade. 800 metres out in the Autumn Classic, and the leader Space Cash 2 lengths in front of Oracle, 1.5 Tarn Purlane and Maximal, then Captain Moonlight behind it, Joe Gar struggling, going up on the outside of it Silver Glade, and Suggestive as they now start to pack up 600 metres out, and Space Cash joined by Oracle, Tarn Purlane, Captain Moonlight coming 4 deep, Maximal the inside from Joe Gar, Silver Glade, and then Suggestive only 4 lengths first to last as they corner. 400 metres out, Tarn Purlane has gone up to hit the lead, Oracle on the inside, Space Cash, then Captain Moonlight, Silver Glade winding up on the outside, then further back Maximal, Joe Gar back to the inside at the 200 metre mark, Tarn Purlane in front, Silver Glade on the outside is coming quickly, then Captain Moonlight, Joe Gar the inside, Silver Glade took the lead, Tarn Purlane's gone, Joe Gar the inside, Silver Glade in front of the Autumn Classic, and Silver Glade gets in. Silver Glade 2 lengths, Joe Gar, 3rd Tarn Purlane, Captain Moonlight weakened in the last little bit, behind it Maximal, Space Cash, Oracle last in Suggestive. It's come from last.
9 4 Joe Gar, 24.10, 3:40. Number 2, Silver Glade, 5.10, 150. From 4, it's showing 3.40 and $1.10.
2 Silver Glade, 4.60, 150. Number 4 Jogar to return 2.70, and number 1 Tampa Lane $1.
Brian, in a moment.
This is Triple S, the Good Sports on the National Racing and Sporting Service. 6 minutes away from 4. Our next event.
It's time. Fraud from the Brian Guy stable at 9.20. Sutton Farm at 40. Wenders 64. The Gay Waterhouse representative Bruschetta at $4.90. Hewler Mays at 15. My Halo Broke at $8.70. Princess on Parade 13. Regal Chamber at $16 for Bill Prain. Then 45 for Stolen Ark. Triplina 23 and Vocalist at $2.20. That's the market as the Super Tab win pool heads towards $84,000 for the 5th event. Tony likes Vocalist, number 14 to win from Bruschetta, and My Halo Broke for 3rd, 14.68 for the Black Opal. And Rod Gallegos' late mail special is for the Gay Waterhouse trained Bruschetta, race 5, number 6. The jockey is Glenn Boss. They're moving in there at Devonport, but let's quickly go back to Canberra for the latest on the Black Opal. Rod.
Good on you, Matt. Quick look at the latest on the Black Opal. Michael Heath, how do you see it?
Well, the pattern of racing here, Rod, it means you've got to be up on the pace, and Vocalist is going to get back. There's no doubt about it, but a big strong horse, she's a big strong filly, Vocalist. I've settled on the Gay Waterhouse trained Bruschetta. We saw her win it in town last start, ventured to Canberra today. She's going to get a good run in transit. By snippets, they handle the ground. Glenn Boss is pretty confident, but a bit of money in the ring to suggest this filly can race well. As also looks very fit, and naturally trained by Gay Waterhouse. They're always very fit horses. Can't fault Vocalist, very strong type, and got the form on the board, handles the wet ground, and number 1 Fraud looks very well and should run a bold race, should get a lovely run in transit as well. But summing up, Rod, certainly got Bruschetta on top.
Okay, well, they're just about, thanks, Michael, they're just about ready at...
Hands up, waiting on Stolen Ark, Regal Chamber, My Halo Broke. Triplina's out, one of John Morrissey's 2 gallopers. Sutton Farmer's out, trained by Frank Cleary, who won this race back in 1992 with Clan O'Sullivan. Line taking good shape now. The late scratching, of course, number 2, Rocket to Mars. Incidentally, that late scratching in race 7, number 5, Fleet Mirage, taken out at 350. Trainer Brian Guy sought permission when the track was downgraded. 5, Fleet Mirage out of race 7. Aaron Hugh, the new rider for number 6 in the Tropics. And in the last race, number 3, Great Trip, John Nesbitt has replaced Darren Beedman. Alan Abrahams on 10, Grattori. Matt Pravado, 11, High Repay, and Robert Graham on 15, Rough Order. So some riding changes here. My Halo Broke goes up. Waiting on Triplina, and My Halo Broke is not quite in yet. Hewler Mays in line. It's the inside runner, Hewler Mays. Now My Halo Broke swings sideways to the line. Vocalist stands up on the line well. And Triplina led around behind the stalls. Matthew Carl riding Triplina. Just waiting on My Halo Broke, who's not keen to go into line. Fraud stands up well. Bruschetta. Princess on Parade. Stolen Ark. Now still waiting on My Halo Broke in those apricot colours to move into line. And that will leave Triplina the one to complete the barrier stalls for the 1997 Tui's Black Opal Stakes. Another effort made to get My Halo Broke into line, but again swings sideways. Just repeating that riding change in race 6, 1 Cantoa Matthew Pravato, 1 Cantoa Matt Pravato, the riding change in the next race. Now the rider has dismounted from My Halo Broke. The rider is Larry Cassidy. It's trained at Kembla Grange by Stephen Hill, scratched from Rosehill yesterday. My Halo Broke. Vocalist from the John Hawke stable stands up well. It's the favourite. Darren Beedman in the saddle. Not keen to go in, My Halo Broke. She's not in the best of moods. This filly by Don't Say Halo. Now they've got her in. Rider remounting. So just waiting on Triplina now to complete the line. And we'll have a start in the 1997 Tui's Black Opal Stakes. Triplina, one of John Morrissey's 2 gallopers, about to take up her position. She finished second in the Black Opal Preview at a most recent start. Now Triplina goes up. No, not quite. Goes in now, so they're boxed and ready for a start. The Tooheys Black Opal Stake. Stand by. Line is set. The light is on. They're away. Now Wenders and My Halo Broke was slowly away, and Fraud went straight to the lead. Hewler Mays down towards the inside, not too far away. Now My Halo Broke and Bruschetta go up, followed by Princess on Parade. In behind those, Triplina Vocalist getting up along the inside. Further back behind those, Regal Chamber, followed then by Stolen Ark Wenders, and Sutton Farmers on the outside as they race towards that first turn. Commence the run down the side. Fraud leads. My Halo Brokers moving up on the outside. Princess on Parade is not too far away. Then Hewler Mays back behind those, Bruschetta Vocalist down towards the inside. Regal Chambers 3 wide as they race up towards the turn. Back behind those, Wenders, followed further back in the field, Triplina, Sutton Farm, and Stolen Ark is last of all, but around the turn in the Black Opal, and Fraud is well clear. Fraud leads the field into the straight. My Halo Brokers second, followed then by Hewler Mays down towards the inside. The next one was Princess on Parade, followed by Vocalist well back. Wenders down towards the inside, and the next one was Sutton Farm, but as they race down towards the 200, Fraud has raced away. Fraud's a big leader. Running on fairly well was My Halo Broke, and Hewler Mays is battling away, but it's all Fraud. Fraud races well clear, and there's no danger to Fraud. It's Fraud all the way. Fraud is first, Wenders second, close for third, maybe Vocalist, just ahead of Hewler Mays. The next one was My Halo Broke, followed by Princess on Parade, then Sutton Farm, back behind those, Stolen Ark, then Bruschetta. The next one was Regal Chamber, and Triplina, the last one across the line. Fraud, trained by Brian Guy, ridden by Jimmy Cassidy. Congratulations to Brian Guy. He's been trying for a long, long time to win a Black Opal, and if ever a trainer deserves to win one, it's Brian Guy. The popular Rosehill trainer. Fraud, raced by Mrs. K.M. Guy, W.A. Lanyon, K.W. Free, S.R. Chapman, B.W. Nichols and G.L. Hogan in partnership, and it's won very, very easily indeed. A 2-year-old bay gelding by Bellotto out of it Court, trained by Brian Guy, and has won by a big space. Now the second place getter, number 5, now stand by for the second place getter. We'll have the official numbers in a moment, but Fraud has absolutely clobbered them in the straight. This 2-year-old bay gelding having his 4th start today. 1 win, a second and a third. Well, Bruschetta pulled up very quickly. Vocalist didn't really look like a chance. I think Vocalist has got third, but number 5, Wenders, will get second at big, big odds. 5 Wenders, trained by John Morrissey, ridden by Greg Farrer, raced by the Gundaroo Stud Syndicate. The managers R.K. Lees and L. Hoyle. And we're standing by for third. It's 1-5 and a photo. Now it looks like number 14, Vocalist, has got third. We'll confirm those. Yeah, Vocalist is third. So it's Fraud, Wenders and Vocalist. They're official. After the running of the Tooheys Black Opal Stakes, we'll have more in a moment.
All right, Tony and Vocalist to pay $1.40. Probably didn't really handle the going. Got a long way back, and on today's track, on those conditions, you can't really afford to get too far back. Fraud up on the pace all the way, has gone on to win. And that's probably Jim Cassidy's biggest winner since returning on the 1st of January this year. 42.60, Wenders at $16.80, and Vocalist has got third at $1.40. $226, the trifecta $1,611.10. Fraud, the winner of the Black Opal of 97. He seemed to revel in the wet conditions this afternoon. Let's go back to the track. Rod Gallegos has the winning connections.
Good on you, Matt. Well, with me and a very proud man today, and as a matter of fact, I think he's going to become a very strong Raiders supporter. He's got so much money out of Canberra. Brian Guy, congratulations on a great win.
Thank you very much, Rod.
Well, Fraud, where does he go to now?
Well, we'll probably look at going around the Golden Slipper. You know, I don't know if he's going to be up to the class of those horses, but the blokes in him have never had a runner in it, and it's a great thrill to have a runner in such a big race.
And you've got Jim Cassidy here to ride him.
Yeah, Jim, I rang him through the week, and I spoke to him. I said, I've got 3 good chances. Will you come down and ride him? He said to me, mate, I owe you one, so we'll go down.
Well, now I think he owes you more.
Yeah, no, it's just great to have Jimmy on. You know, we've been mates for a long time, and to win a race like this with Jim on, it's terrific.
he's a nice rider on heavy, well, he's a nice rider on any tracks, but on heavy tracks, he holds onto their head and he does ride them well.
Well, he had plenty of practice in New Zealand before he come to Australia, didn't he?
Now, Canberra's been good to you. You won the Guineas here with Crafty Bow.
Yeah, I won the Guineas here with Crafty Bow, and now winning this race. It's been a terrific time coming down here, and they look after you great and everything, so it's great to come down.
Interesting name for a racehorse, Fraud. How did you come to that?
Well, he's out of a mare called That Court. So, you know, we just looked at that and a few names were thrown around and somebody said Fraud. I said, oh, well, that'll do. It's a good short one, so...
Actually, I thought you might have named it after race tipsters.
yeah.
Brian, congratulations on a great win today on the Black Opal. Good luck in the Golden Slipper, and I'm sure your dad will be proud.
Thanks very much, Rod.
Good on you, mate. Brian Guy has got to go to the presentation now for the Black Opal Stakes, and a great win by Fraud, now headed to the Golden Slipper, and Jimmy Cassidy's really cementing his comeback trail as we go back to Matt.
Yes, well, you asked him earlier in the day, Rod, did Jim Cassidy have a Golden Slipper mount? And he said not really. He was still keeping his options open. I think perhaps that may have pointed him in the direction, that win of Fraud in the Black Opal Stakes, when it comes to making his decision. He could well want to be on Fraud in the Golden Slipper unless he gets a better offer in the meantime, but to ride Fraud would be a pretty good offer in itself. Nice looker too he is. Fraud, the Black Opal winner. Now, they're being called up to their marks at Hamilton for the Cup, and it's a pretty open race here. Our Millers Road at 5.50, 5.90 Kawathas Reward, and 6.30 Sheffield Mark for this 6th race. And the Phoenix number 14 is well in the market too. He's 5.70. Now, Caulfield race 7, Pantala 7.20, trumped at 4.80, Cosrose at $5.50. To Marine Boy, he's $4.50 and favourite for race 7 coming up in 4 minutes' time. The Hyperno handicap over 2,400. 10 there for Show Respect. The race in 4 minutes. 3, 7, 10 are John Russell's selections for the next event. Now, they're being called right up to their marks at Hamilton for the Cup. Here's Rick.
Starter issuing instructions. This is the 97 version of the Hamilton Pacing Cup. To the winning post and 3 circuits, the front line called right up. Stand by now. We're ready. And the strands release in the Cup, they're off and running. And from the inside, Our Millers Road went away okay. Desperately driven up to keep out Danny Strike. And Sheffield Mark given a cut with the whip. He's exploded to the front with 3 to run. Sheffield Mark with that brilliant beginning goes to the lead from Our Millers Road. Danny Strike eases back to 3rd and the Lawman is 4th. They're followed 12 metres away to Nickawampus Leroy. Now he gets to 5th from Betcha Boots. Then Wigan Gown getting going on the inside. Langot Chaser Rainbow away safely, although Black Blur. The Mount Gambier paces on a 3-wide mission around him early doors. They're followed by Kawathas Reward in the running line, and Rhode Island Red is on the rails. 4 metres further back to the Phoenix, who pinged away off the 40. He's into this bulk of this field already. He's got Royal Wolf on his outside, and Electric Motor is last of the 14. It's a great sight as they make their trek away around the home corner with a little over 2 laps to go, and the leader is Sheffield Mark. Black Blur on the outside gets to 2nd, and Our Millers Road, the leader's back, was 3rd. The Lawman came off the fence and settles 1-1 from Danny Strike. 3 back along the inside of Betcha Boots. Nickawampus Leroy, 4 back on the inside of Chaser Rainbow. Then Rhode Island Red, the inside of Kawathas Reward. Royal Wolf around Rhode Island Red, who's pulling hard, then Electric Motor. And the Phoenix last on the rails. 1,500 metres left to go in the 97 Hamilton Pacing Cup, and Sheffield Mark. He's in his favourite role. He's a noted front runner. He's clear at the 1,400 now by a metre. 2 on the outside, Black Blur, who's travelling well. 3rd, the inside, Our Millers Road. 4th is the leader's stablemate, the Lawman. Then on the inside next was Danny Strike. There followed the outside by Betcha Boots. 4 back along the inside came Nickawampus Leroy. Around him goes Chaser Rainbow. Then the 5th pair, it's Kawathas Reward travelling on the outside of Wigan Gown. The pace is nothing to brag about here. Electric Motor the first to go, 3 wide around Royal Wolf. The rails is Rhode Island Red pulling the driver out of the cart, and the Phoenix comes one off his last of all. The runs are coming now down the straight. 900 metres left to go. There's the bell. Sheffield Mark the leader. Black Blur on the outside sitting 2nd. 3rd, the inside, Our Millers Road. 3 wide, Chaser Rainbow comes into it. 1-1, the Lawman, and 3 wide with a trail Electric Motor. Around Betcha Boots with Danny Strike bailed up on the inside. Ditto Nickawampus Leroy, who follows them. Between them, Kawathas Reward. Royal Wolf 3 wide and 3 back. Tracked in turn by Rhode Island Red. Then came the Phoenix, and out to last as they travel to the back. back of the track now is Wigan Gown. 500 metres out. The race on in earnest. The 97 Hamilton Cup and Dean Lewis. He hasn't coughed on Sheffield Mark. He's 1.5 metres in front of Black Blur. 3 out Chaser Rainbow goes by him now. Then Electric Motor. Our Millers Road waiting for the way out. Then the Lawman, Danny Strike. Well back to Royal Wolf, but Chaser Rainbow the outside. He's a local hope. He got to the lead from Sheffield Mark. Electric Motor winding up. Then Our Millers Road in the straight. Sheffield Mark, Chaser Rainbow. Wider out Electric Motor and Our Millers Road. Chaser Rainbow the front runner. Electric Motor trying to get him. Our Millers Road can't get out, but Chaser Rainbow does it. Chaser Rainbow wins the Hamilton Cup by 1 metre to Electric Motor. No luck, Our Millers Road. Close up Nickawampus Leroy zooming home the fence from Sheffield Mark and wider out Kawatha's Reward. Then the Phoenix, the Lawman, Danny Strike, Royal Wolf, Bet Your Boots, Wigan Gown. Further back in the field, Rhode Island Red and Black Burr has pulled up a bit short last in. Number 11, Chaser Rainbow, Gavin Lang.
Yeah, Gavin Lang takes the Hamilton Pacing Cup with Chaser Rainbow, $31.590 the odds. Number 12, Electric Motor, $5.30 and Our Millers Road at $1.70. So a roughie takes race 6. Caulfield race 7, Pantala $7.40, trumped at $4, Cosrose at $5.20 and Marine Boy here at $4.80 for the Hyperno handicap. Hyperno, the winner of the 79 Melbourne Cup. And they're moving in pretty well here for the 7th. There is a jockey change, or 3, 7, 10 of John Russell's selections. In race 7, number 7, this race, Cosrose, is to be ridden by Stephen King, who dead heated earlier on. Race 7, number 7, Cosrose, Stephen King. And they're moving in for the Hyperno handicap. And the presentation has taken place at Canberra after the Black Opal, and the Black Opal itself has been handed over to the Winning Connections. Beautiful, beautiful mineral, I guess you could say. Caloundra race 6, 365 matches and 240 Sirocco. That's for race 6. They're ready now at Caulfield. Here's John.
Stand by for a start. Gates open, off and running to a good start too. Lord Foster, one of the first to bound out towards the inside with Omni Flighter. And Straight Star began very quickly, went straight to the front as they come down the straight. Deeper on the track, Show Respecter. Pantala very deep, followed by Bright Spotter. Dropping in behind them, Gold Drawer. Marine Boy over on the outside of Cosrose. 2 lengths further back is Trump, followed by Tribe second last. And Summer Alert is last of all. Passing the judge, a lap left to go. And Pantala pulled his way to the lead by a length to Show Respect on the outside of Straight Star. They're followed by Lord Foster. Further back is Bright Spot over on the inside, Trelawn as they sweep out of the straighter. A length then Cosrose on the inside of Omni Flight. 3 off the fences, Gold Draw, followed by Marine Boy. Trumped is in behind them. A bit further back is Tribe, and Summer Alert is last of all as they slow up in the lead. Pantala's in front, coming up past the 1800 metre mark, taken off now by Lord Foster, who moved away, coming down the back of the track, 1650 out, and Lord Foster dashes to the lead, a length and a half to Pantala. Straight Star third over on the inside of Show Respect, 2 lengths further back to Bright Spotter. A length further away is Trelawn, followed by Gold Draw on the outside of Omni Flight, followed by Cosmos. Marine Boy in behind them is Tribe. A bit further back is Trump second last, and last of all is Summer Alert. They're racing up the hill at the 1300 metre point here, and the leader Lord Foster by over a length in advance here of Straight Star, who's enjoying a nice run on the inside of Pantala. A length further back to Show Respect, a length and a half Trelawn on the inside of Bright Spot, followed by Gold Draw. Omni Flight behind them. Cosrose is on the rails. He's followed by Tribe. A bit further away, Marine Boy. Trump is still second last, and Summer Alert is last of all. They're on the railway side, just over 1,000 metres out, and Lord Foster the leader. A length to Pantala, a length further back to Straight Star, followed by Show Respect, and Bright Spot is taking closer order. They're followed by Trelawn over on the inside, being followed by Omni Flight and Gold Draw. Tribe around the outside, Cosrose, Marine Boy. 2 lengths further away is Trump, who's second last, and Summer Alert last of all. 750 metres out, Lord Foster still by a half length to Pantala. Here comes Tribe around the outside with a big run, followed by Bright Spot and Gold Draw in behind them. Marine Boy going forward quickly, followed by Straight Star, Omni Flight at the head of the others, and then Show Respect, followed by Cosrose. Trump is giving the leaders a long start as they come around the home turn. Tribe in charge, about a length and a half clear of Bright Spot, and over on the inside Pantala. Very deep Omni Flight, and wider still Marine Boy, and Trump still a long way back, but Tribe went for home. He's well out in front, 2.5 lengths to Bright Spot. Marine Boy, and now Trump is coming down the outside with a big run. Tribe is the leader at the 200, a length and a half to Bright Spot, and Trump on the outside is storming home. Tribe tackled by Bright Spot, and on the outside Trump is joining in. Bright Spot took the lead close to home. Bright Spot will get the money. Bright Spot wins it by a length to Trump to head away third Tribe. They're followed by Omni Flight, Cosrose, Marine Boy, Gold Draw. Further back Trelawn, followed by Straight Star, Show Respect, Pantala, Summer Alert, and last Lord Foster. Bright Spot's gained the day, $18.60 and $5.60. In the second last on the card, went up to Tribe. You put your life on the other one. Trump coming down the outside. He was finishing very quickly, but Bright Spot has got past Trump, or rather Tribe on the inside, and Trump has failed in his bid to pick up Bright Spot, and the other one's just been too good. Number 4, Bright Spot, ridden by Lucas Dowson, the apprentice, in the high Perno handicap. A 6-year-old chestnut gelding by Dolly's Eladar out of Lemon Eyes, raced by T.M. Whitford, and P.W. King, trained at Cranbourne by T.M. Whitford. Ran second at Ballarat last time out behind Jamestown, and before that was successful in the 2050 Open handicap at Maui. So it had fair form in the country.
Here's Michael Heath.
G'day, Rod, and a lot of happening in the bidding.
You feel like a Tooheys?
Oh, indeed. Certainly a good drop, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, the ACT Racing Club welcomes Tooheys sponsorship, for sure. The racing needs good sponsors, and Tooheys are a great product.
We gargled a few last night.
Yeah, it was a marvellous night at the Calcutta, wasn't it?
Oh, it improved everyone's demeanour no end. Anyway, come on, find us a winner.
Well, the Brian Guy train here, number 10, Lively Mariah, Jim Cassidy on board, drawn barrier 1. That seems to be the pattern today. Drawn barrier 1, lead on the fence. This mare's been conditioned by 3 runs after a break. Good placings in town recently. Looks very well suited in this race with 53 kilos. That's the limit weight. She did win at Randwick in similar ground back in May '96. So I thought Lively Mariah looked very well placed here.
Just on that, I said to Brian Guy about Jim Cassidy. He's a lovely rider on any track, but he is particularly good on heavy tracks. He just seems to hold onto their head and they travel well for him, and that was a classic case with Fraud in the previous race. And incidentally, Brian Guy said in the interview, he said he encouraged Jim Cassidy to come here. He said, Jim, I've got 3 good chances, get here. Well, one's got in, here's another.
Indeed, and I think there's certainly been good money for Lively Mariah in the betting ring. They did bet around each way odds, and now that's tumbled in, certainly with the support for the Brian Guy stable. Hardest to beat, number 4, Truly Diamonds. She's been had 2 runs after a break, both up in town. Back on her home track here this afternoon. She's a real knob in the wet. She won 5 on end this last preparation before being spelled. She's had 5 starts on wet ground for 4 wins. She's expected to improve sharply. And number 8, Sir Debonair from the Tim Donnelly camp. Big winner at Tamworth recently. Another one who likes wet ground and will race in a forward position. But summing up race 6, I've got Lively Mariah on top. Hardest to beat, 4 Truly Diamonds and 8 Sir Debonair.
So I suppose if we box 10, 4 and 8, we can end up with something to buy a couple of Tooheys.
I hope so.
Good on you. Michael Heath, the Oracle from Canberra, as we get ready for race 6. Now we go back to Matt.
Thank you, Rod. I've only just realised too that the trainer's bonus of the $54,000 Ford Fairlane is not eligible to go off now because Brian Guy, who won the Black Opal Stakes, the first leg of the trainer's bonus race, had Fleet Mirage in the national sprint. It's come through as a late scratching, so Brian won't be able to take the $54,000 car away if well, he can't win the 2 races, but I'm sure he'll be pretty happy with his win in the Black Opal with Fraud. We'll take a break on Sky. When we come back, that next event from Canberra, race 6 is what we're up to.
They're off. Good start. Bull Allen missed it slightly, and down towards the inside, Lively Mariah got away well. Attainer's prominent, so too is Sir Debonair. La Soprano's next, followed by Truly Diamonds gaining ground. Not too far away, Beau Vale. Then Taramara, followed by Kay's Regret Cantoa. And about 3 then, Bull Allen at the tail of the field as they leave the back and race down the side at the 800-metre mark. And Sir Debonair out 3 wide. In between runners Attain. Lively Mariah makes a line of 3. In behind those then, Beau Vale down towards the inside. Truly Diamonds caught a bit wide. La Soprano's not too far away. A further break to Taramara. Then Kay's Regret down towards the inside. A long break Cantoa. And Bull Allen last of all as they swing into the straight. Lively Mariah pinched a bit of a break. Leads the field at the top of the straight, Lively Mariah. Attainer's second, followed by Sir Debonair. Beau Vale goes wide. La Soprano is sticking down towards the inside, followed by Truly Diamonds. But as they race in with about 300 to go, Lively Mariah has raced right away. At the 200, it's all Lively Mariah out about 6 in front. Battling on was Attained, but there's no danger to Lively Mariah. Here's a winning double for Brian Guy and Jay Cassidy. Lively Mariah races away, ease down on the line. Lively Mariah first, Attained second, La Soprano third, followed by Beau Vale.
Southern Proverb, second last the Governor, and Night Warrior back of the...
There. Now at Canberra, Brian Guys picked up another one, so Jim Cassidy and Brian Guys. Rod Gallegos actually pointed out in one of the interviews, Brian rang Jim and said, I've got 3 good rides. 2 of them have already have won, and there's still 1 to go. In fact, there's not 1 more to go because Fleet Mirage